So I went and checked out this movie, and I genuinely don't think it's getting nearly enough attention as it so rightfully deserves, because it is a very, very, very good movie. That movie is called The Fire Inside. The movie follows the true story of Claressa Shields, a boxer from Flint, Michigan, who trained to become the first woman in her country's history to win an Olympic gold medal in the sport of boxing. I genuinely went to go see this just because I wanted to get out of the house and go see a movie. This one was playing and nothing else looked interesting to me, so I was like, I'm gonna go see this movie. And I left the theater being like so just like influenced. And it was just such a good movie. So many good performances, a good story, pacing's really well done. Let's talk about the movie. Hey everyone, it's Kodak, and if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on push notifications to be up to date on all of my content. This movie's definitely being overlooked. I really don't think people are giving it the credit that it so rightfully deserves. It's a very good story, very motivational, and really, really, really good performances in here. It stars Brian Tyree Henry, who I just have loved all of his work. I loved him in Causeway. I loved him in Bullet Train. He was even good in The Eternals. He is just a fantastic actor. And if we were living in a perfect world, he would be getting a nomination for Best Supporting Actor. That's just my personal opinion, but he is that good in this movie. He just has that loving dad persona. He's just such just a cuddly bear. Like just someone that you can go to with all your problems and talk to them without any judgment whatsoever. He puts that in almost all of his performances, and it really makes him that much more authentic and makes me love Brian Tyree Henry that much more. Ryan Destiny, who plays Claressa Shields, also does a fantastic job. While I was in the theater, I kept thinking to myself, wow, this is actually quite better than even some of the Creed movies I was thinking. I thought this movie was so good. And honestly, on the same level as Creed 1, as the first Creed movie, I was having such a good time with this movie. It was emotional, it was funny, it was cute. It was just such a very comforting movie to watch. Now, yes, the movie does follow, family trauma and, family issues, but when it comes to the characters' performances, the character dynamics, it really does feel like a big warm hug. I also really do appreciate the pacing in this movie. I feel like a lot of movies nowadays are really taking a lot of time in describing every single thing that happens, but in this movie it really does a good job just having a situation, not really resolving it, but just moving on. And I think that's a really good message. A lot of things don't need to be resolved, just sometimes things just are not important. Sometimes they just get forgotten and it's not the end of the world. Sometimes we're just pushing through life, things happen, things are always going to happen, but things are always also going to be okay. But also, maybe it's just because that's not the main idea of the story. The main idea of the story isn't about the drama. It's about overcoming that drama. It's about finding a way through life on your own without anyone really getting in the way. It's also about people being true people, being helpful, and coming to the rescue when, even if you're struggling yourself. It's always about, doing your best to be the best person that you can be. Brian Tyree Henry did a fantastic job doing that in his performance. Also, at the end of the movie, in the rolling credits, I noticed that Barry Jenkins is the man that wrote the script, and it made so much sense. It's unfortunate that he couldn't direct it, but direction was good anyways, but it was unfortunate that he couldn't direct it, and I'm pretty sure the reason he didn't direct it is because he was directing Mufasa, which I think he probably regrets directing Mufasa, but that's besides the point. Anyways, The Fire Inside is a very, very, very good movie. Had a really good time with it. It's a very nice movie, and I think more people should go see it. It's not getting talked about enough. There's great performances, a really nice story. It's not a complicated movie. It tells the true story about, it's a rags to riches story about, this girl that trains to become a boxer like most of her life, and then does the impossible and becomes the only person in history, I might add, to win 2 gold medals back to back. And she's from Flint, Michigan, which is like 40 minutes away from me. Just saying. Michigan represent. But anyways, yes, The Fire Inside, I definitely recommend going to see this one in theaters. While it's in theaters, it probably won't be in theaters that much longer, considering that It's not doing that great at the box office, but great movie. Really, really, really good movie. Definitely an unexpectedly good movie. I was expecting to like it, but I wasn't expecting it to be like, wow, this is a very good movie. But yeah, that brings you to the end of the video. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on push notifications to keep updated on all the videos that I post. But that brings you to the end of this video. I appreciate every single one of you. But remember, your movie moment is right around the corner. See you in the next video.